Alright, we're going to start this one up here. Got me a piece of straight rail. I dressed it. Got the end all nice. What I want to do is I want to make my through rail here. I want to make it longer than my pattern so that I can stagger my joints like I did up there on the rest of the track too. So what I want to do is I come down and be over a little bit. Just a little bit of an overlap right there. Kind of just marks how long I want the rail. Okay, oops, I put my cutters on upside down. Oh, we snip our rail. We snip our end off so we don't forget about it. Alright. So we give us a little bit of overlap there on our rail so that we can cut this to be precise when we get it set where we want. Because if you did it right now and put your joiner in and were precise, you'd have to be precise on your stock cut down here, and it's easier to do the stock cut and make the rail fit what you're doing. So now I'm coming down here. My points are going to be stretched all the way across the drawbar. So the tip of the point's going to be on this first long tie. So right there is where I want my stockade tool so that I can release this for that point. So I just put a little mark on the rail. We open it up. As you can see, we got our slot, our face. And what I need to do is, oops, I forget this one's upside down from what I'm used to doing. So you, oh wait a minute, I got a burr on the end of that. Okay, we'll take and run that in there. Let's do it this other way because I'm going to go put it in a clamp to file this so I don't have to hold it. So I want my excess sticking out the opposite way of my work area over there. So you can see the mark on the head rail. I'll just run that right up to there. And that's precise enough because we've left room on each end. Now then, usually finger tight. I got weak hands right now, so I'm just going to give it just that much, just a touch. Alright, and where I'm going to work this is way over in the corner, so there's no light or nothing. So I will stop this and I'll bring it back after I get it filed. Okay, so we got that filed. What you do, I don't know if anybody's not familiar with the stockade, but you got your rail in there. It is upside down, so this is the bottom and this is the top up here. Take your file and you work it, and you work it, and work it. You want to run this side all the way down till you hit the surface of the tool, and then you feather it off back up to not touching it at all down here. So between here and here is an angle that allows for your curve of your point to go in there. So you get it worked down like that. You get it busted back open here. Careful sliding your rail out because you got some slop that you got to take care of. I can get it to slide back out. Alright, so see as it comes out of the tool, you can see it's got some burrs and stuff like that. Now I've been told you just take your fingernail and run over it or whatever, but I'm the kind of person that ends up with slivers no matter what, so I want to take the little file and I'll just do it like I'm dressing the bottom of the rail. And see how you can, if I can get it to curl up out of there without falling off. There we go. See how you got that little bit of a curl of silver there? Just sure as I run my finger over that, I'd have run that clean underneath a fingernail or something. Oh, see, there was another burr right there. Alright, now that's getting smooth. Okay. And then of course when you come back this way, being it was square on that tool, there is a sharp corner right there. And that's what you're going to be looking for. I can get rid of this stupid fly. So over here, that's what you're going to be looking for, is that sharp corner. There's me a pointer. Turn this rail up a little bit. You can see how I'm hitting against the point there. So I'm going to line that up on this long rail right there. So I'm going to set that right about there, and that's going to be my set point for this rail. Now see, it gave me that little bit I need just to cut this and make that exactly square, flush. I'll get this, and then I can set my rail in there and get it all square. So for now, let's go and get some on there. Okay, so we'll flux up these ties. Skip your drawbar. I'll just go ahead and do these all the way up under that rail. We'll have to come back and do them probably again when we go to solder them, but at least we know that it's got some under it now. And then the added properties of it's sticky like glue, so we can get it to hold it there, get our rail to sit where we want. Okay, again, we're going to come back here. We're going to put that sharp point right about the center of that tie right there. Push that stuff over. Push that over. Notice, by filing that, I got a little bit of a bow there. So what we need to do is not run it through your rail roller, but just give it a pinch. And what I'm doing is I'm just giving it a pinch and working it back out straight. And right there where you filed, that's going to be a lot easier to bend than your rail with the full web or the full foot web. But that gets it right about there. Alright, and even though we're on that side of the rail, it is sitting down here where we want it. That looks good. Alright, killed off about 10 or 15 of them stupid flies, and they decided they were going to leave me alone, I think. The next thing I want to do is, before I mount that, I want to go ahead and get this, because now I have a definite measurement from there to there, and I can get my rail joiner in. And these are from In-Scale Supply. Pretty good little package of them. Micro Engineering. Of course, they're for the code 55 that I'm using. I'll get one out. Then my little stretch tool here. Oh, I want to get, oops, got the rail upside down, so I want to get it right side up. Get it started. Let's see, how did I do that in this last time? It was right up here. Just grab that little bit of a jaw so that you're pushing against the joiner. And run it down. Now then I want to put the thing so it's just scraping them. Don't squeeze the rail, I want to push on the rail. Come on. Flip. And of course it goes across the room. And if you look real close, you can tell which side you had already stretched. I'm going to do this in my apron like I normally do. There we go. Now I can get it turned around. Get it stretched onto the other rail. Okay. Have that precisely where I want it. Okay, so now then I've got the rail butted up against my cutters, but if I cut it right there, I've got the width of my cutter jaw that will be too short. So put your thumbnail just good and tight up against your cutter. Then you can come around here. Oops, I guess I better cut it the right direction. And you can come around here, add the width of your jaws, and give that a nip. Dress up your rail nice. And now we should be able to take and work this up onto that rail. There we go. Get some of this stuff out of the way so I can see what I'm doing here. Nice and split up in there. Push it around a little bit so that it kind of settles down where it's wanting to sit in there. Okay, and it's far enough back off the PC tie so it's not going to mess with you and give you a bump. We'll come back here, get the magnifier, and there we go. It's halfway in that there. So all I need to do now is put my straight edge on it and tack it, and I will have the start of the turnout.